Whoa. Whoa. We are live. Here. It wants to keep moving around for some reason. There we go. Maybe it's better. All right. We are live. We can find it here. Take a second to get going. Everything's dead. All of our batteries are dead. Lost a subscriber today. Oh, here we go. Turn down the volume. Nobody in the live chat. Nobody's here. I'm here. Listen. I don't know if I can get that more centered or not. I keep feeling like I'm not centered. Hey, Jeff's in the house. Well, my phone is moving. It's because it's connected to a computer. And hey, Jeff, finally. Here we go. Jeff from Ohio. How you doing, Jeff? We are kicking. We are kicking. We have been on the road. We have been at First Generation Homestead, and we just left there today at 1 o'clock. Polly's over here. She's tuckered out. She has took a hot shower and she is conking out. As soon as food gets here, we ordered food. We're kind of rewarding ourselves for all the hard work we did. Jules in the house. Oh, I got it right here in front of me. So we're having pizza and hot wings, and we are on the hunt for Kathleen, for either building materials. We're kind of just scouting. We're going to go look and see what's out there. We know what's at Home Depot. We know what's at Lowe's. I don't know what's going to be open tomorrow, but we're going to go look at some buildings. The monsoons have started here. We dealt with rain the past 2 days, and it gets muddy, and winter is just around the corner. So we really want to stack out an earth bag, but we just don't know if we can. So we're going to look at some buildings, maybe possibly buy a building, tiny house in the work, maybe. We're trying to figure out what we want to do. We've talked about 4 or 5 different things and 4 or 5 different avenues, and we're really not sure. As long as we stay under 200 square feet, basically what we got to have more space. We have everything that we owned. We moved from a, what would you use, 28-foot, 30-foot camper, 28-foot camper, to a 16-foot, that includes the bed, by 7-foot cab over camper. I know you guys have seen it in videos, and it's tight, even for just us two. Good evening, Cindy. How are you? Hope everything's going good. We have thought about putting a building next to the camper, just so we could have more space, so that when we're there, that we've got more space to move around, we've got more space to do things. But we're looking long term, and we throw some ideas around, and we thought we knew what we was going to do, but now we think we're running out of time. I don't know if we're going to get enough. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to stack out a 12 by 16 workshop like we wanted to. I just don't know. Heath, evening. Hey Heath, good to have you here. So we are just we're betwixt and between. We're going to go look at some buildings. We thought about just buying a building, have them deliver it out there. We'll have to do some work on our road, but we need to do that anyway, honestly. You know what I'm saying? We need to do work on the road anyway. So we're going to go look at some buildings. We're going to go look at some options tomorrow. I'll get video of it all. But we're really betwixt and between. I think that we can stack it out, but with the rain, we don't know. If it rains real hard, your earth bags turn to mush. So, Tundra, hey, Jason, how's it going? RG's in the house. Good evening. We're doing good. We're tired. We're a little bit tired and we're a little bit beat up, to be honest with you. The ground was hard. Caliche. They had about 3 inches of topsoil, maybe 4, and then it was caliche. Hey, Clint's in the house. And it was a booger to drill. We used a hand auger, which it whooped me a couple of times, literally. I mean, I've got a bruise on my forearm where it hit me twice. Bliss Flaggers, hey, no granite, no. There was very little rock, some soap rock, or what they call salt rock, I guess over here, but no granite. It was just hard ground. And you know, we got all the T-posts in a good foot, and I had to pre-drill all those. I drilled a foot of those with an auger bit. It's a landscaping auger bit. On a drill, I drilled those, and man, it was hard. Yes, Jeff. After Daquan's in the house. Yes, Jeff. After 200 square feet, you don't have to have a permit for any shed. And I want to be clear about this. A shed that's 200 square feet or under, you don't have to have a permit for that. So when we're talking about buildings and building buildings, we're talking about building a shed, a workshop, a tool shed. Yeah, we had internet, but I was so tuckered out, I couldn't put out no videos. And I'm honestly, right now, I think I'm going to put out just one video a week. It's going to come out on Friday, and then we're going to do our live stream on Saturday if we can. It's Moses or Aaron. My name is Moses Aaron. For those of you who don't know my middle name, some people call me Aaron. So we're trying to decide what to do, honestly. Either look at a building, just buy the building straight out, finish it the way we want it, which is not as not really what we want to do, or we want to build something that's long term. That's something that we want, but we really are worried about the rain. When you start stacking out earth bags and you don't get them stuccoed and you don't get them covered, they can turn to mush. I mean, I guess we could tarp it. I guess. I don't know. You guys got any suggestions? And then we want to do to save them, and this is to save on money. Okay, guys? We're looking at the earth bags because we're using the dirt that's there. We're not buying siding. We're not buying insulation. We're not buying those things. So you've got that earth mass there. Yeah, you get rain with the wind out here. Yeah. We've been dealing with monsoons the past 2 days. We got pretty well drenched a couple times. I worked through the rain for several hours just to take and get first generation's fence done. They worked hard. Linda and the kids, Alex and Olivia, they worked like troopers. They had to tear down a hog fence. They had to tear down a place where the chickens were at. And I'm telling you, they drove steel posts in and didn't pre-drill like I was pre-drilling. And I mean, they worked hard. Those kids worked hard. Linda treated us like a king and queen. I mean, we ate good. She took really good care of us. We had T-bone steaks, ribeyes. She cooked ribeyes and T-bones twice. Outside on the grill, it was awesome. We ate really good. They had a nice little place for us there to stay. We did really good. When you're used to taking and tarping isn't the best idea then. Okay. It might not be. Cindy says, hello, Miss Polly.
Hello.
She's over here in the bed. She's tuckered out. She's tired. We haven't worked like this over at Blissful, Rob and Susan, but Polly has. It's going to buffer. So, Polly's tired. I'm tired. But we got it done. We all worked together and we got the fence done. Alec was a trooper. He took and he hung right in there and with us and helped run wire and stuff. He did really good. Stick frame is better in the long run. It will last for many years. Yeah. I was thinking about tarping to protect the sandbags from the rain. Won't work out too great if you have strong. We have strong winds, and we've considered just building a metal building, like a small like pole barn type building, and put a floor in it and go with that, and then finish it out on the inside as we needed to, and we still may do that. We're thinking about it. It's in the cards. I think I'd go metal building. Yeah, I want it all in the long run, and we do a lot of talking. We're still in that dreaming stage, you guys. We're still in that dream. We are just in the dreaming stage. We're looking at things, going, man, we could have it this way and we could have it that way. So it's all a dream. And if we start down the road where it's not what we want, I don't want to look back on it 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and go, man, I wish I hadn't built it that way. So we're still in the dreaming stages. We want it to be in the end of it all. We want it to all look the same and look nice. And I want to do earth bag because there's stuff there, but we should have started stacking them in January or March, because now we have the monsoons, and then right after the monsoons, it's going to start getting cold. It starts freezing, in October?
It was already cold.
It was cold. It was cold this weekend. It got into the 50s, the 40s a couple nights. So it is a RG. What size house are you looking at? We're looking at, our eventual house is going to be a 24 by 48 type house. Jeff says if the middle building doesn't work out, living it later, you could just make it a workshop. Well, Keel's in the house. When did Keel get up? There y'all. There you are, Keel. Hey, Daquan. Yeah, well, it's going to be a workshop, but it's going to give us more space. We got to have more space before the winter. I mean, it snows 3 feet up there, guys. It snows 3 feet, and you could be stuck there for 2 or 3 days, and it be cold. It's got down to 15 below there. It's 7 by 16. That includes the bed, you guys. Okay? I'm just saying. And there's not a comfortable place to sit in there. You can't sit comfortably in there. You got the table, then you got the bed. You got storage everywhere. You got a sink, a closet, what used to be a bathroom, now it's not a bathroom, it's just kind of a storage place. But that's what you've got. And it is not, it's... We want a recliner. We want a place where we can at least spend the day and kick back. You know, we're camping out. Remember this, guys. You've got to be careful. I told you guys before, you got to be careful what you put on YouTube. And I'm being very careful, so I hope you guys are catching my lingo. We're camping out, and we're going to build a workshop. So, a shed. Just so you guys know. How are the roads out there? Rough as a cob. We have about 5 miles of pretty rough road. Now, I think once the snow melted off, I think our Traverse, it's all-wheel drive. I don't think it'd have a problem with it. I've took it down worse roads. But, you know, for the size you're looking at, about $20,000 just going off my figures on hand. Cindy says, no storage container delivery. We can probably get a storage container out there, but our driveway is really bad. Holly says it's not that bad, but I say it's that bad. When you get weight on it, I've had weight on it, and it sinks. They are expensive. Do you have to maintain any part of it? No, the county maintains the road, the county road, but what we have about a quarter of a mile of driveway to get off of the road, and it's sandy. So when you get weight on it, anything pulling is going to sink. Unless I get a Gannon tractor out there and really scrape down and get down to some hard pack, which we may have to do if we get a building. If we just buy a building. 3 parts, 1 part clay makes it over. Yeah. Deeper. Well, we've got clay and sand in our stuff. We can take and make adobe. That's not an issue. The issue is we can do the sandbags. We can do the earth bag. That's not an issue. It's the rain and then winter. We have to have this thing finished before the winter time, because I mean, if you build with earth bags, you've got to stucco it. It's got to be finished on the outside. It's got to have all the stucco on it. And when you're talking about 200 square feet, you're talking about a 12 by 16. It's starting to rain now. I mean, we are getting some heavy rain, so it's we really don't know what to do. Honestly, we don't know what to do. We're going to pray about it tonight, and then we're going to go look around, and I'm going to do some figuring tonight and try to figure out exactly what we want to do, and then tomorrow we're going to do it. Can't do the earth bags until next year. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we are out of time on the earth bags. We've got to hit it, May, June, right in there. April, May, June, end of April, May, June. That's when we've got to build with the earth bags. So we've got to have some more space, and we don't want to build anything that we're not going to want later. We don't want to waste any money. So we want to build something that, hey, we like it, we want it there, we want it in that particular spot. So we're still discussing it. Right now, we've come up with 5 different plans so far. Earth bag, just build a metal building, do a regular stick frame. It includes delivery at 30 miles in the price, and that's 30 miles from the nearest storefront. I think they do 50 out here, Kiel. Throw a bagging party next year. Yeah, we were talking about doing that anyway. If we don't get much rain, we could just go ahead and bring everybody out, bring out some friends, and just start stacking bags and get it stacked out and then stucco it. And then we could do a cob floor. That would save us a 12 by 16. The floor joist, everything's $600. It costs you at $600. And if we could do a cob floor, that would save us $600. So I'm looking at cost of everything. I used to do this for a living. I used to itemize everything, bid jobs. And when you're looking at the cost of it, what about straw, wire, and stucco? Straw's too expensive. We got sandbags, straw, we got sand. We got bags, but straw is expensive out here. It's about for a three wire bale. It's about $15 a bale. And then you have to put down something besides that. Daquan says Jeff got a mower for $10. That's my brother-in-law. Wow. I like him $10 mowers. But yeah, hay and straw are really expensive. Need barbed wire to put between the sandbag. Yes, you have to put 2 rows of barbed wire between the bags. And honestly,
We've never built.
I've never built. I've seen it done, but I've never done it. And I mean, I think I can do it, but I don't want to get into October, because the other thing is we've got another workshop coming up. We're going to Benson to help out Tiny Shiny Home. They got 6 acres. We're going to go help them fence, and they're going to do a workshop. Bring a bunch of folks in. We're going to teach them how to fence. We are busy people. That's the other thing. So a building may be the way to go for us, if we can get it delivered and everything works good. Aircrete could work, not as labor intensive. Make the forms. I've checked into that, but I'm more sketchy about that kind of stuff than I am the straw bale or the earth bags, to be honest with you. I've looked at it, but I'm not 100% about it. Build a system, well, a lot of work. I'm not sure I could stay focused for that long. Yeah, Jeff Jessica and Jim and Jessica, Green Dream Project, they put some work in on that cistern, let me tell you. You can do a starter home. Can you deal with a 10 by 16? That's about $5,000 and will at least get you covered this winter. That's what we're thinking. We're thinking about that just for now, just a shed for now, and then doing else. The building that is thought that I would keep thinking about, maybe you could do a barn raising. It would save a lot on price, but it would be all up front. We can build. Me and Polly can build a pole barn type thing. We're not looking at building our house right now. We're going to save up money for that. We're doing this. We're cash flowing this whole thing. We're not looking at building our house yet. There's no way we could get our house stacked out in the time. And to be honest with you, we have an idea of what we want for our house, but it's just like everything else. We're still in the dreaming stage. I mean, we've had a lot of ideas for over the past 3 years, but I mean, when I think about forest fires, I think, man, maybe we are to do metal. Maybe we are to have a metal house. Do metal on there. Oh, we're just going to throw an old wood stove in there. We've got plenty of wood. We got plenty of wood. Trust me. All kinds of wood.
Dead.
Lots of dead wood. We got to thin it out around our places, because if we ever had a forest fire, everything we own would be up in smoke. Literally. It would just, because it's all conjugated in one place. I keep going back to metal because AZ always has fires stoked, it seems. Yeah, and I've been thinking about that. Going back, and there again, I'm going back and forth. The earth bag's not going to burn either. It may fall apart, but it's not going to catch on fire and burn up. The roof, we're going to do metal roof, of course. We're going to need a shed for the winter to keep the wood dry. Yeah, we're going to have to keep the wood dry, or tarp it. We seen these people. We was driving out across through the country, and they had their wood up on a platform with a roof on it, and it was at least 3 feet off the ground. And me and Polly's looking at each other going, is this how deep the snow gets here? Oh, rammed earth could be good too. I've seen the rammed earth. It is labor intensive. It's almost as labor intensive as the earth bags, I think. I seen Jim working with somebody down there, and I think it works better in the drier climates. We get a lot of snow. We get a lot of weather, more so than they do south and in other places. So I don't know. Everybody that I've seen do the earth bags, I have seen people do things in different parts of the country with them, but most of it has been in the southern parts where it's not as wet. There again, I don't have a lot of experience with earth bags. That's what I want to do because looking at the cost, it's inexpensive. We already have bags, we already have sand, we've already have everything. 3+ feet and last a long time, so beware and get ahead of the problem. In our area can get 3+ feet. Yeah. My group of fellas has been thinking about getting a large metal carport and then attaching corrugated metal sides. It's just insulating that we can't figure out without framing inside too. Well, you could do spray foam. I don't know if you get somebody out there to do spray foam. I know you can rent spray foam machines, but you could always frame it out. They're about $600, $600-700 for the metal. You can buy them. You can buy them and erect them yourself. Works well, yeah. It really does. You can just spray it in there and you're good to go. If you can rent a machine, or if you can get somebody to just come out there and spray it real quick and be done with it. Buffering. How about rolls of batten insulation? Yeah. We want to do earthen and have books and video when you're ready. Okay. I'll be glad to look at it. I don't know everything. I know how to build a barn, I know how to build a house, but when it comes to these newer types, they're not newer, they're actually older, but these more innovative types of building, I have built with straw. I built straw houses years ago. It's been 20-some years ago. I helped build a straw house. But I've worked on tire houses. I know how that works. But when it comes to some of these ways, these innovative ways, I'm not that experienced in it. I mean, as far as the framing goes, I'm good, but everything else, I don't know. So I don't know everything. I don't want anybody to think I know everything. I'm not the smartest person in the room. We want to do okay. It might be a way to go for you as well. I would give the storage, yeah. Give us some space. We gotta have some space, y'all. I had an 8x10 aero milling shed with a barn roof, and the snow loads dented the roof. Yeah, you gotta really build for the snow. You gotta have a pretty good slope. I'm supposed to have 30 pounds per square feet in my area. That's about right. 30, above 7,000 feet, you're supposed to have 45 pounds per square foot. Ash fork for the snare, yeah. Bye, Daquan. Good to have you here tonight, buddy. That's my nephew, my great nephew, Daquan. We just had the pizza show up. Pizza is on its way. I hope it's pizza. I'm sitting over here in the corner behind the camera. We are looking at those options. I'm going to do a video on it. I'm about 3 weeks out, so in a month you'll see it. I'm about 3 weeks out. I've got 3 other videos ahead of us. I may decide to put out the other 3 in a week. It just depends on how much time we are around where there's Wi-Fi. But we're going to go look at those options. We're going to go take and I don't know where Tip's at. I don't know where Money's at. We're trying to get our pizza squared away here.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh well, he's gone. No tip for him. He didn't stick around. It's about 3 feet, but the seasons are funny each year. Last year was 2 feet. And as we go, we're gonna need other things, but this is just the immediate what we're gonna need right now. We need more space. Gotta have more space. Enjoy your pizza. Love you guys. See you later. Thanks Clint for stopping by. Appreciate you. We are just tired right now. We're really tired. Did a lot of work, but First Generation Homestead got a really good looking fence. Everybody worked hard. We had 3 days of really good weather. It was hot. Had really good weather, but we took it. We got it done. As always, we get her done. Fence turned out really good. They ended up with a 60-inch tall fence, 60 inches tall, 5 feet, 9 strands. So it was a little bit of work, but we got it done. Mike is the dad there at First Generation Homestead. He's going to put he's a welder. He's going to put a big pipe fence with a big pipe gate in the front, maybe widen out his driveway, I think. So he can get bigger vehicles in and out of there, but that's what he's going to do. With the metal shed, you can move it later for another purpose. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that also. I'm thinking if we got a building that would work for now. Yeah, it's a nice sounding fence. They're wanting to keep elk and stuff out. So, but back to the shed. We could always take and pull it around with a tractor or something out there and move it to somewhere else. That's what we're thinking. But we're going to bring all that to you. We're going to show you. It's just a matter of time. So I hope everybody's having a good time. How is the tractor lawnmower going? It's running. I drove it the other day. I actually got video of it. I drove it the other day. Got a little excited because the carburetor worked really well. Started it right up, and I drove it on 3 flat tires. I'm going tomorrow. That's another thing we're doing here in town. I've got to get some front tires for it. Front tires and rims. Going to be taking it, using that pretty soon. Yeah, it's fun. My wife said, no, you have to work on the solar first. So if I have any spare time, I'm working on the solar because she wants the swamp cooler running, which I don't blame her. It gets hot. We do have a generator and air conditioner, but it still gets hot. So I'll have some more video on that. I got a bunch of video piled up, and I haven't had a chance to edit it. I may edit some tonight. This last week, I just didn't feel like it. When we got done with the day, trust me, I was whooped. I was one whooped puppy. I was whooped. Hey, we are in Sholo, Arizona. We left First Generation Homestead and we come right straight on over here. Work this week, I wasn't able to make any forward progress on the homestead, but this is getting me thinking about next steps, which we too think is a shit. You gotta have some space, you gotta have some storage, you gotta be able to, honestly right now, our stuff's not secure. Not really. It's just there. I mean, you're not going to keep out people if they want to get in. I mean, but yeah, I drove around on 3 flat tires. Turn off this seat. There we go. I think it's still running. So we have built that fence. When we left, I got the pole in for my solar, and that was it. I did not get the panels up. I did not get the mount up, just the pole. Got it in. We left and went over there to First Generation Homestead. And again, if they watch this replay, they're not on here tonight, but if they watch this replay, they were awesome. Linda, Alex, Olivia. Linda treated us like kings and queens. I mean, we eat good. And when she wasn't cooking it, she took us down to Quamato. Nice little restaurant down there. Awesome little place. Went down there and ate. Awesome. Awesome place. Lift my workshop up 3 inches, but we'll get it done soon. How much solar are you putting up? Just a 100-watt solar panel for now. We're not going to have that much load on it. Basically, all we're doing is we're running our lights, we're running our electronics, and I think I've got an 800 watt inverter, so it's gonna do pretty good. I got 100 watt of solar panels. I've got 2 of the hugest deep cycle batteries that a man can find. Of course, those of you who have seen my videos, that's just for the camper. That's not for anything. It's just for the camper. It's going to be fine. Run the TV, that sort of thing. Brandy's in the house. She says, "Hey, Polly."
Hello.
Hey, Brandy. So, going to get back down there. Probably work on the solar. Going to start. We're going to figure out tomorrow what we're going to do, and that's going to take and push us, in the direction that we're going to go as far as a building, a shed, a workshop, and then we're going to. I'll be working on the solar, and be working on the after the solar. I'll be working on my desert tractor. You better believe that. Feels good not to have to walk. But I drove it on 3 flat tires. It still went. It went really good. In fact, it pulled better with 3 flat tires than it did with ones with air in it. So is there anything else we need to take and cover? I don't know. How long have I been on here? How long have we been on here? 39 minutes. 20 people in the chat. Yeah, the pizza is calling. I have not had.
I don't know about the workshop.
The workshop in Benson, we will let you guys know. We will post. Tiny Shiny Home has already took and put their email in a video. If you go check out their latest video, they've already put up an email. If you want to go to the workshop, somebody wants to go to the workshop, share that video around. Let people know about it. I'll be putting up stuff on Instagram, Facebook, when I get a date nailed down, and we'll be able to go down there. It's going to be a fun time. Gravel. We can get, RG, what they call salt shot rock out of Springerville for $600 a load, about $600 a load. And I plan on putting some on the driveway. Let me tell you. There again, we're cash flowing this thing, so it works. Speaking of cash flow, if you guys want any of the redneck stickers, our redneck stickers, they're still available at Old West Treasures. Go to any of our videos. It's in the description below. Click on it. It'll take you right there. You can get those at $4.99. I've got knives, antique jewelry stuff on there. Make sure you guys go on there. I want to put together some little old videos for that. So, I think my wife is choking.
I'm okay.
You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So make sure you guys, if you guys need a gift for somebody, you need something special for somebody. While I was in Texas, I bought 5 antique butcher knives that have been used very well. They come from a guy who did all of his own butchering. It was at an estate sale. I got those. I'm gonna be taking and making some sheets for those, putting them up on our Old West, our Etsy shop. So if you guys need a really good gift for somebody, look and see what we got on there and go from there. Yeah, Polly's eating. She ain't eating all the pizza, but she's eating pizza. So if you guys want any of those redneck stickers, they're on there.
We'll have it in Benson.
We will have those stickers in Benson also. If anybody's watching. I guess that's all, guys. I'm kind of tired. I'm not as jovial as I usually am because I'm tired. But anyway, we are Gonna go look around tomorrow. We'll bring you guys along. You guys, it'll be probably a month before you see it, unless I do a whole lot of editing tonight. Cop blotter. I don't know who that is. Not sure who that is. All right, guys.
We love you.
We love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming on this journey with us. Honestly, it is unreal to us. It is. We're 3 years into it, and honestly, I said this on video, but 3 years into it, and we're just starting, and we got a long way to go. You guys are going to see it every painful step of it. So, yeah, it'll make me happier. Oh, I'm happy. I'm just not jovial. I'm kind of tired. We hope you guys have a great night. Mo and Polly can't wait for upcoming videos. Y'all are awesome. Love you guys. Appreciate you. I'll take and I'll work on getting some videos out. May put out a couple. I've got a little bit more footage to put out on a project I want to show you guys. But other than that, God bless, and we'll see you down the road. If I can figure out how to shut this thing on. Not that one. Don't know why it does that. There it goes.